University of Chicago has been involved in study and research and collaboration in India for a very long time, almost 100 years. But in recent years, the globalization of education everywhere has become a powerful force. The university already has a center in Paris, and more recently a center in Beijing. And India is such an important place for the faculty and the students of the university that we thought the time had come to have a physical presence here, which could serve as an intellectual destination for people in the university who are involved with intellectual projects in India. The basic role of the center is to facilitate collaborative work that will bring together members of the university in Chicago and thoughtful people in India who are working on similar projects, and we hope to facilitate the movement of both ideas and people in both directions between Chicago and India. The center is not designed to be a campus or a campus extension, and we won't be giving degrees at the center in Delhi, but we hope to be flexible in finding ways to serve the members of the university and their colleagues in India, and so we're open to the possibility of certificate programs and of other kinds of workshops and training situations. Our activities will take place in a number of different frameworks. We already have college students from the University of Chicago who are pursuing a study abroad program in India, and we hope to make Delhi a place where an increasingly large part of that program takes place. We want to be attentive to the needs of researchers and teachers and students here. So although we don't have a regular curriculum here for students other than those that have come here as part of our Chicago program, we do hope to be flexible in finding ways to have workshops, research projects, and other things that will be useful to people in India, and we hope that the center in Delhi will become known as a place where interesting intellectual activities take place. Well, we have a number of events planned for the near future. Some of them are public lectures, some of them are workshops, conferences, panel discussions, research projects in collaboration with people in India. And so we will begin to form relationships, new relationships with institutions here, government institutions, our fellow research institutes, universities, business entities. And so we'll be trying to find the most useful ways to help people both in India and in the University of Chicago work together. Well, the situation of liberal arts and of the humanities is a very interesting problem now in India, just as elsewhere. There are many good economic reasons why support for the humanities has become a problem in many parts of the world. In India, there are some very interesting and innovative attempts to address this problem. There are private universities that are starting up with a focus on liberal arts and on the humanities. And we hope that part of what the center here will be able to do is to help people understand why it's still worthwhile being active in the humanities and in the humanistic social sciences, as well as in fields like medicine, the physical sciences, law, and economics. The center is already functional in the sense that we've been having events. We've had events recently, and we'll have more in the near future, focusing on the elections, for example, which is currently a topic of great interest. So we've already begun sponsoring projects and having public events at the center, but this will grow more and more following our official opening a couple of hours from now. Well, we look to centers such as the one in Beijing as a partial model for what we want to do. We have somewhat different situations in India. The language situation is very different, the role of the government. And so we hope to do some very energetic things here in India, which might be difficult to do elsewhere in the world, but we do look to our other centers for ideas on what we might do, and we hope that we'll build on those and go beyond them. Well, fortunately, I'm simply a Sanskritist and a faculty member, and so I haven't personally had to deal with many of the practical problems. We had some very good people working on that, and so the honest answer to your question is that I'm very happy to say that I'm not sure exactly what was required in doing that. I know that there were some lengthy processes involved, and some of it was probably difficult, but everything has been worked out. We have a location, a prime location in Connaught Place, which is a very exciting neighborhood, and the center is a very impressive and useful physical space. I'm not exactly sure what all of the steps were that led to its creation, but I'm happy to be in the position of being able to start using it. Well, again, my own field is actually not economics, but Sanskrit studies, so I can tell you quite a bit about ancient languages and next to nothing about economics. So for that, I think you'll have to consult some of my colleagues, and one of our current professors happens to be the governor of the Reserve Bank of India, so I'm sure he could tell you more about that than I could.